One fine day with a woof and a purr, a baby was born and it caused a little stir. No blue bug, no three-eyed frog, just a feline canine little cat dog. If you filled in the blank before I did, then you probably know that cat and dog are the protagonists today. This Nickelodeon show was known for bringing up some interesting biological questions, and the charming goofiness of the cast made it a huge hit while it was running. Intrigued? Then sit tight because we have lots to share. Hi, I'm Joe with Channel Frederator, and here's 107 facts about CatDog. Let's get started. CatDog was Peter Hannon's brainchild, and the show was part of Nickelodeon's 5-year, $350 million investment in original content. The show told the story of a conjoined cat and dog, hence their name. Ironically, they are brothers, and while they are as different to each other as cats and dogs can be, they are also the best of friends. According to Albie Hecht, Nickelodeon's senior vice president of worldwide productions, the series was meant to really play off kids' sympathies by portraying the characters as experiencing the worst of both worlds. Show creator Hannon liked to draw strange-looking creatures like cat dogs since he was a young teen. In 6th and 7th grade, he made flip books that featured his strange original characters. After high school, he started studying fine art and painted big abstract paintings. He quickly realized that he liked to draw creatures more than abstract paintings, and so began doing illustration work instead. When Hannon began his illustration career as a newspaper cartoonist, he hadn't had much animation experience, so when he went on to sell CatDog and make 5 episodes a week, he became a big name in animation very quickly. How did CatDog's concept come about? Hannon had watched several stories about conjoined twins on TV, which gave him the inspiration to have 2 very different characters being forced together for the sake of comedy. He began to notice the neighborhood scuffles between the stray cats and dogs near his home, and thought that it would be great if a cat and dog were conjoined and forced to cooperate. Thus began the development of CatDog. CatDog started out as a hero called the Amazing CatDog Man. The character had a man's body with 2 heads, a cat's and a dog's, and they fought with each other while trying to rescue people. 5 years later, Hannon began thinking of the character as a cartoon, and this became CatDog. CatDog's design changed over the course of production. Cat's head used to be a little rounder than it was in the cartoon. Dog's nose used to be smaller. After CatDog was sketched, Hannon went on to make many different versions of CatDog, but always went back to the one with cat and dog conjoined with a long body. The third and final member of the Greasers, Lube, went through a major change in character design early on in the series, just after the first episode in fact. His first design had him with a longer, spikier hair and 2 black dots as eyes. He also had a longer face and 2 big front teeth instead of just 1. Hannon likes cat more than dog because he likes characters that have a little sour in with the sweet. Plus, people always like the dog more right away. Hannon answered the age-old CatDog question, how do they go to the bathroom? His official answer is basically, don't worry about it. The less you think about it, the better. In the show, the only character who knows how CatDog used the bathroom is Lola Cherry Cola. What dark secrets lie in that little bird brain? CatDog was a different show from most during its time because Nickelodeon wanted to show a new episode 5 times a week. Because of the change in tactics, the writers and animators had to create a lot of new content very quickly, so the studio was always abuzz with activity. The writing process for CatDog was set up like a sitcom. Including the head writer, there was a staff of 4 other writers who wrote their own scripts. They later helped punch each other's scripts up before sending them to the storyboard artists, and occasionally, they wrote additional dialogue during the storyboarding process. So, how did the writers write their scripts anyway? Why? With the help of Slurpees, of course. The head writer would tell the writers to come up with ideas. Then, according to Lamoureux, they pretended to work but actually went to a nearby 7-Eleven and got blue Slurpees. Because, he insists, nothing gets the creative juices going like Slurpees. When the end of the day rolled around, we'd look at each other and say, oh no, the premises! We'd run back to our offices and type like the wind. In general, the writing was a group effort, but the writers agreed that a lot of the credit goes to creator Hannon. He knew exactly what he wanted, especially with the musical aspect of CatDog, the great parent mystery. Eric Weiss, a storyboard artist for the show, considered the CatDog theatrical short Fetch as one of his favorite episodes to work on. He was still new to the show and was trying to prove himself to the others, but had been trusted to work on a lot of scenes because he had made a board called Siege on Fort CatDog. While Fetch was one of Weiss's favorite episodes to work on, it was also one of the most difficult. Because the short was planned to be shown on a big screen, extra attention was put on the drawings. Everything had to be bigger. The animation, background, everything. In fact, everyone worked through the night on Fetch. They worked all day and were still working when other employees came to work the next morning. As Weiss put it, The best cartoons come from lack of sleep. In an interview with the CatDog fan site, writer Robert Lamoureux explained that he never participated in the art aspect of the show, stating that CatDog would have looked very different than it does now, and not in a good way. Lamoureux said that CatDog was his favorite show to work on because Nickelodeon was a great place to work. The show was fun, and there was no beating free lunch on Fridays. What more could you ask for? The head writer, Vic, once pushed for a CatDog episode based on his favorite play, Les Miserables. Vic even stood up and dramatically acted out a CatDog interpretation of the musical. The idea never became a reality, but Lamoureux considered the incident as one of the craziest moments in making CatDog. CatDog debuted in 1998 on Nickelodeon and ended in 2005. It was comprised of 4 seasons total. Silence Please was considered one of the easiest episodes to work on. The script was less than 3 pages and only had around 4 to 7 minutes of dialogue. Piece of cake. Lamoureux especially enjoyed the episode Cat Gone Bad, although he had never seen the episode. He simply thought the voice actors were very talented, as they really brought the beatnik cat characters to life, to the point that he said that he'd want to see the show solely based just on them. CatDog fans like to ask the question, cat or dog? A lot of people identify with dog, but Lamoureux really likes cat because he had a lot of sympathy for the feline. No matter how hard Cat tried to get his house in order, or mingle with the rich and famous, or impress a girl, he never got his way. In terms of favorite characters, Lamoureux loves Rancid because he has a lot of character. He loved that he's very mean and blustery one moment, and sparkling and charming the next. To him, Rancid reminds him of Sean Connery. Do you agree? The staff's favorite episodes were ones where CatDog go on adventures, and Winslow does something silly and strange while they're gone. Lamoureux found that a lot of live-action shows work for animation. For example, he thinks CatDog is a lot like the show The Odd Couple. Before he joined CatDog's staff, Lamoureux's favorite CatDog episodes were Send in the CatDog and The Island, any episode that Stephen Banks wrote songs for. According to Banks, there was no such thing as a typical day at CatDog. People were either pitching a story, writing, typing up a script, or napping. Banks not only wrote scripts, but he also wrote songs too. His favorites to work on were The Best Part of Christmas and Pretty Little Piece of Paradise. To help the voice actors with the music, Banks would first play his songs on the guitar so the actors would have an idea of the melody. For some of the songs, Banks was a background singer along with Hannon, Martin, and a couple other staff members. His favorite episode is The Island because it was his first written episode, and he was able to add one of his songs to it. The song Pretty Little Piece of Paradise was added to the episode after Banks took out a ukulele at the table reading and started playing and singing the song. Hannon and some of the others there sang along, and the rest was history. Though Banks plays a lot of different instruments like guitar, drums, bass, and ukulele, he didn't actually play instruments for any of the songs in CatDog. Banks made Lube obsessed with food for a while in order to give him a character quirk, but that quirk didn't last long and eventually disappeared. Banks had the most fun writing for Cat, Dog, Winslow, and Shriek. For Send in the CatDog, Banks actually went to Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey's Clown College to help him with the story. The Leni Riefenstahl-esque movie that was shown to the cats in The Cat Club had to be toned down for the audience due to the war themes. Leni Riefenstahl was a German actress in the 1920s and 30s, known to be associated with the Nazi Party and to be in Hitler's inner circle. Tom Kenny is the iconic voice behind Dog. He's also done SpongeBob, as mentioned before, as well as Rocko's Modern Life, The Powerpuff Girls, and Adventure Time. Jim Cummings may be another familiar voice. He plays Cat, and if this feline's voice tickled your memory, then you're getting hot because Cummings has had many titles under his belt starting from 1985, including Darkwing Duck and Winnie the Pooh. He was not only Pooh, but also Tigger. Did you notice? Tom Kenny loved that his co-star Jim Cummings was a music fan and that there was a lot of music and singing on CatDog. He especially loved singing in character. As a talented singer and musician, Cummings also enjoyed the musical quality of the show. The CatDog staff tried to have the actors recording together as much as possible, although that proved difficult sometimes due to how good the voice actors were and how busy they consequently were. Because of the scheduling conflicts, actors with only a few lines would record first so that they wouldn't have to sit through a long recording session. However, when Cat and Dog's lines were recorded, the staff tried to have both Cat and Dog recording together. Since the cast worked so well together, an 11-minute show could be done recording in 2 hours. Usually, it can take other shows almost 4 hours to record an 11-minute episode. The CatDog cast was easy for the staff to work with. The actors read their scripts 5 minutes before a recording session and hit their lines almost perfectly. That sounds like a dream team. Shows that have a lot of screaming are the most difficult for voice actors, and that's basically every CatDog CatDog episode. While voice actors don't have trouble screaming necessarily, it can put a strain on their throats. One bad screaming session can put a voice actor out of work for a couple of days to even a week. Because of the risk, the big screams were saved until the end of a recording session, or a previously recorded scream was reused. That's why, if you listen closely, you may hear the same scream used in more than one episode. While the actors were recording their lines, they would sometimes instinctively ad-lib, and the staff ended up using a lot of their improvised lines. Even while episodes were being recorded, the scripts were still being revised. Comedian Maria Bamford, Shriek's voice actress, actually wasn't a voice actress at the time. She was Nickelodeon's receptionist and was an assistant before she was chosen to play Shriek. She was chosen for the role because her voice was, as the casting supervisor put it, shrieky. Tom Kenny, aka Dog, always recorded in what the CatDog staff called his doghouse, a booth inside the recording studio. Kenny was very animated while reading his lines, preferring to say them while standing up and jumping and waving his arms in the air as he recorded. As a professional, Kenny really takes the acting part of voice acting very seriously. According to the CatDog staff, Jim Cummings was more relaxed in comparison, preferring to sit down while he read his lines and pretending to play the drums with a pair of drumsticks that he always had with him. Some of the CatDog staff and other Nickelodeon employees were pulled into the recording studio to do what they call walla, or the background noise you hear in a crowd. The studio found some talented voice actors by doing this. Now, did you know that Billy Bob Thornton was in CatDog? Yep, he had 2 appearances as the voice of CatDog's father. CatDog makes a cameo in Hey Arnold, but it's hard to spot if you don't know where to look. In the episode Weighing Harold, you can find CatDog represented as 2 separate comic books next to each other on a shelf behind Arnold. One comic shows Cat and the other shows Dog. The episode All You Need Is Lube is a reference to a Beatles song, All You Need Is Love. Though we don't learn about CatDog's parents until the TV movie, their identity was actually hinted at all along in the theme song. The 3rd line of the CatDog theme song says, "No blue buzzard, no three-eyed frog," which is who their adoptive parents are, a buzzard and a frog. This is revealed by their mother when they are reunited in the TV movie, and she explains that she lost CatDog in a tornado when they were young. In the episode Diamond Fever, Dog tucks his diamonds in and says, "Goodnight Joey, goodnight Johnny, goodnight Dee Dee." These are the names of the bandmates of the Ramones, although he left Tommy out. If you didn't catch it, the episode CatDog 3001 was a tribute to Y2K, or year 2000. Out of all the crazy outfits that CatDog wear in the show, the ones based on bands were parodies of Sonny and Cher and Run DMC. The only artist that had a cameo in CatDog as a character was Ray Pointer as the Amazing Ray. Banks named the character after Teller the Magician, until one of the artists drew the character as Pointer. Thanks in part to their stretching powers, as well as their massive popularity, CatDog has a wide reach. It has been translated in at least 24 languages, including French, Spanish, German, Japanese, Arabic, and Korean. When CatDog was dubbed in different languages, sometimes the title was dubbed as well, while still keeping the idea of CatDog. For example, CatDog's French dub is called Mi-Chat, Mi-Chien, which means half cat, half dog. Think you know CatDog like the back of your hand? Nickelodeon had a CatDog trivia game on their website called CatDog Trivia Challenge. The game asked questions about the show, and the goal was to get them right in order to fill in more of the background. Like racing games, you can play as CatDog in Nicktoons Racing. The brothers share the same kart and are the only CatDog characters in the game, and they have 2 race courses based on the show, Rancid Raceway and Nürburgring Rally. CatDog also has a PC game based on the episode The Golden Hydrant. The game was called CatDog and the Quest for the Golden Hydrant. Ever wanted to learn how to draw a CatDog? In the Nickelodeon PC game, Nickelodeon Brainbender, CatDog supervising director and character designer Robert Porter demonstrated how he draws CatDog. It's so simple that even I could draw him. CatDog had a number of other games as well, one of which was never released, called CatDog Saving Mean Bob. It was meant to be a PlayStation game, but was cancelled for reasons unknown. Cat and Dog appear as hosts of the game Nickelodeon Party Blast, but neither of them are playable characters. You may have heard the saying that cats have 9 lives. CatDog plays with this idea in a very literal sense. Cat has 9 lives, but they aren't just there when he dies. No, Cat keeps his remaining 8 lives in the attic. Boy, I'd be scared to keep them up there in the open. And what about poor Dog? The show's title sequence shows that Cat and Dog have very different personalities from each other. Cat is studious while Dog is easygoing and likes being outdoors. Cat is nerdy while Dog is sporty. Which one are you like the most? Or are you a combo of both? Did you know that Dog is allergic to lobster? Just Dog though. Cat is totally okay with lobster. I guess just because they share a body doesn't mean that they share allergies too. Dog is also allergic to Winslow, their mouse housemate. Wish I could use that excuse with some people.
Yes, that means you, Eric. Please, just do the dishes. Come on, man.
Randolph Grant's hair is a little too perfect, isn't it? It's almost like it's not even real hair, and that's because it isn't. It's a toupee. Unlike Cat, who can be a bit of a hopeless romantic, Dog has no problems finding love. The only problem is that he's never looking for it, even when it's so obvious that Shriek has a big fat crush on him. Another member of the Greasers also has an embarrassing secret. Cliff, the brawny blockhead of the gang, takes ballet lessons, and he loves cashmere. Who knew? Winslow's full name is Winslow T. Oddfellow. How fitting. Lube's actual name is Ignatius McDog. Also fitting. Despite being conjoined, Cat is actually the older brother to Dog. I wouldn't want to see him behind the wheel, but Dog actually has his driver's license, unlike his older brother. Poor Cat. Guess he'll just have to ride shotgun. CatDog used to have a great-great-uncle named Horseduck. I guess having conjoined bodies runs in the family. Rancid Rabbit is a recurring villain in many CatDog episodes. He's a mean, green, nasty Lapin, except he's not really green. Rancid's actual fur color is pink, but pink isn't very becoming of a villainous person. That's probably why he feels more comfortable in the green fur suit. The policy at Taco Depot, one of CatDog's favorite restaurants, is no shirt, no shoes, no CatDog. To be fair though, CatDog doesn't usually wear shirts or shoes either, so I guess this one is on them. Mr. Sunshine is the melancholy friend of Dog who can always point out the bleakness in everything around him. Maybe that's because he lives in a cave under CatDog's house. Another reason for Mr. Sunshine's gloomy disposition might be the various jobs he's had while knowing CatDog, which include doctor, magician, waiter, attorney, and garbage collector. CatDog, the Great Parent Mystery, is the show's only TV movie. Throughout the series, several plot-relevant questions popped up, such as where did CatDog come from, why are they conjoined, and who are their parents? Some of these questions were answered in the film, where CatDog go on an adventure to find their missing parents. CatDog, the Great Parent Mystery, or the Great Foster Parent Mystery as it's sometimes called, took the longest to make out of all the CatDog stories produced because it changed a lot during production, like the later edition of Cat's Adopted Critter, but the staff was happy to have a premiere at Paramount on a big screen. Back in their heyday, CatDog were everywhere, even in people's pantries. Nabisco, the company that makes Ritz, Oreos, and Cheese Nips, came up with a CatDog-inspired version of their Cheese Nips that included crackers shaped like the conjoined characters, as well as fish and bones. Unfortunately for them, the pantry was only big enough for one fish-shaped cheese cracker product. Pepperidge Farms sued Nabisco, claiming that they resembled their version of cheese crackers, Goldfish, too much. Pepperidge won, and the CatDog snack only had CatDog-shaped crackers from then on. The CatDog staff once hosted a Make-A-Wish Day for a young boy who wanted to meet CatDog. Hannon and voiceover actors Jim Cummings, Tom Kenny, and Carlos Alizraki, who played Winslow, all helped make that wish come true. CatDog was nominated for 3 awards: the Annie Award in 1998 for Outstanding Writing in an Animated Television Production, and the Kids' Choice Awards in 1999 and 2000 for Favorite Cartoon. If you missed watching CatDog or never got around to giving it a chance, then you're in luck, because the show has been airing nightly on Teen Nick in a block called The 90s Are All That since 2011. It shows reruns of classic 80s, 90s, and 2000s children animated series. The programming block was renamed The Splat in 2015, then later again with Nick Splat. CatDog was the final Nickelodeon show aired on The 90s Are All That until it was renamed. If you prefer to have your own copy of CatDog to watch whenever you wish, then you're in luck. A DVD set with all 68 episodes was released in 2014 for the US and Canada, titled CatDog: The Complete Series. Way before that, 2 CatDog VHS tapes, each with 5 different episodes, were released in 1999, CatDog vs. the Greasers and Together Forever. CatDog vs. the Greasers had the episodes Siege on Fort CatDog, Squirrel Dog, Full Moon Fever, Shriek Loves Dog, and All You Need Is Lube. As the title indicates, each of the episodes focused on CatDog's interactions with the Greasers, who were sort of like the bullies of the show. The second VHS tape, Together Forever, had episodes that mainly focused on CatDog's daily lives. It included 6 episodes: Dog Gone, Flea of Die, Diamond Fever, CatDog's End, Workforce, and Cat Diggity Dog, although it was considered a bonus short. Throughout CatDog's run, several catchphrases grew in popularity among the fan base. Some of you might remember phrases such as, "What are ya, nuts?" or "Hi-ho diggity," or pretty much anything Winslow said. Even after finishing the show, casting supervisor Lisa Cossey sometimes quotes CatDog. She also finds herself singing Pretty Little Piece of Paradise anytime she hears the word paradise, but behind the scenes, she thinks Winslow had the most catchphrases, although she can't say them out loud. When asked if she liked Cat or Dog better, Cossey answered that she really liked Little Cat from Dummy Dummy, but loved seeing Dog in his cowboy outfits. In the end, she chose Dog because his innocence was lovable. Some of Cossey's favorite episodes episodes were It's a Wonderful Half-Life for the animation and music, Doo-Wop Diggity, and The Island. When she watches a show, she thinks more about the production process than the story. So if she watches a CatDog episode, she looks at it like a diary, remembering everything that happened behind the scenes to make the episode. Cassie thinks she resembles Dog, although she thinks she has some cat qualities in her too. While she liked Dog better in the beginning, Cat started to grow on her over time. Who are you more like? Lamoureux has written 4 CatDog episodes: Cloudbursting, Cat Gone Bad, Cone Dog, and Dog the Not So Mighty, and he co-wrote CatDog, The Great Parent Mystery. Once again, I'm Joe, and thanks for watching 107 Facts About CatDog. Do you prefer cat or dog? What's your favorite episode? Comment below and let us know. Don't forget to click the bell icon to become part of the notification squad. We have videos dropping every day, so make sure to subscribe to Channel Frederator, your Cartoon Central on the internet.